I've been feeling pulled all day to use this deck. I have so many decks, so I don't know why I couldn't get this one out of my mind. This is the Hermit Tarot, but I just kept picturing, so it's tarot, but it's instead of imagery, it's messages. Don't know why, but I'm going to pull and see what happens. So let's see what messages need to come out of this deck. What is the message today, please? And I really wasn't feeling like doing any more readings today. I just wanted to relax, but I just couldn't get it out of my mind, so there must be a reason for it. Of course it flies on the floor. Did I not say I didn't feel like doing any more readings today? And I just wanted to relax, and the card that flies out is I need time for me. All right, I need time for me. What else? What is the message today? Let me have you. Ooh. Okay, so I'm hearing a couple of things with that, but mainly if a person on if someone comes to mind, you've got someone, your person, someone specific that you're thinking of. I think that they're focusing on what they need right now. Maybe have gone into solitude and are focusing on themselves, but that doesn't mean the desire for you. I'm hearing constant burn. That card that says constant burn is still there for you, but they are trying to focus on themselves at the moment. So we've got 4, 7. I meant what I said, number 5. So 4, 7, and 5 could be dates, significant. You have so many choices and options. So when I see that I need time for me, confirmed by you have so many choices and options, I'm also seeing that card that's like, I'm scared you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you again. So, and this isn't to say you should sit around and wait for someone, but this me time, needing this time for themselves, they still worry that in this time that they're trying to figure themselves out and really do some self-reflection, that you're going to move on to someone else, that you have other suitors, that you have other options. But to confirm, let me have you, is I'm ready. So, and 0 in tarot is the Fool, taking a leap of faith. So this is someone that I want to say has needed time to really figure themselves out, and their main concern has been that you're going to move on without them, but they're reaching a pivotal point now where they just can't wait anymore. They need to see you. That's just what came out, so it must be for a reason. They just need to have you in their life, and I think taking this leap of faith, they're impatient now to reach back out to you, whether you've met someone or not. I'm seeing that card that's like, I don't care if you've met someone else, I'm the one for you kind of vibe. I meant what I said. So the 4th of June or the 6th of April, July could be significant, so that's next month, and 5th and 13, I sometimes wonder if you care. So when I say I meant what I said, confirmed by I sometimes wonder if you care, they might have had some very harsh words with you. They might have been quite combative. When they were triggered, they might have been very hurtful and attacked your character or called you names or said things that they didn't mean. And if in this time that they've been in self-reflection and spending time for themselves and wondering if you've moved on, they don't know if you still care about them. But when I say I meant what I said, the love they have for you is real. Wanting you is real. Wanting to be with you and spend their life with you is real. But they don't know if you care. But with this middle row, let me have you, I'm ready. They want to take that leap. they're at that stage now where it's like, I don't want to sit in the not knowing anymore. If I reach out and they're not interested, then so be it. Now I have my answer, but I'd rather know and reach out than sit and wonder, what if. All right, we'll get 2 more, and then I want to get message cards. My life started when I met you. So I think they really see you as someone special, that they haven't loved like you before or since. All right, 2nd of July or the 7th of February, significant dates, memories. Do you even see me that way? So again, 13 and 7 both are about wondering if you still care and if you even still see them that way. But this row about let me have you and I'm ready and wanting to take that leap of faith towards you is stronger, I want to say, than light. You are their guiding light. You radiate light. I'm hearing that saying, I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. To them, you are their guardian angel. Okay, so let's get a little bit more on this situation first, and then I'll get message cards and some of the Twin Flame Oracle. That's what I'm feeling pulled to. I haven't used that deck in a while, so that's interesting. Okay, so Time Island Wellness. Can we get some more information on this situation, please? And I think that I'm talking to, I could be talking to the person that wants to reach out to someone, but I think I'm talking mainly to someone that this is your person. And for whatever reason, this message needed to go out today. Oh. I am not surprised. Sunglasses, which is watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So I think they're a bit too, especially with those last 2 cards about, do you even see me that way? Sometimes I wonder if you still care. No one's going to post, and this is more of a message for them, but you too. No one's going to post what's going on in their life 24/7. So no matter how much they watch and stalk your profiles, they're not going to find out what they need to find out or what they want to find out. So that's going to reach a point where they just do it, because they're not going to find out if you've met someone and moved on by watching your social media. I mean, they might, but if you don't post really stuff about your personal life, or you know what I mean, people don't really ever post the stuff that people want to, I guess, be nosy about, you know what I mean? Paradise, because you're their happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying one another. They remember the good times with you, but as well, they want to have new memories. They want to enjoy your company again and laugh and play and do all that stuff that they remember, but not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, still angry. Depending on how long this takes, I might get a timing card for when they might reach out. But at the moment, I think they're more comfortable sitting in that energy of watching you from afar and stalking your profiles. But for me to feel this strong need to, and I just noticed when I put that first deck down, on the bottom it says, I'm open to compromise. So compromise, forgive, work it out. That's what I'm hearing. But they're kind of still sitting in this avoidance. Sunglasses. Okay, so you got lightning, which is sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. This is them. And then under paradise, you've got photographs. So they're looking at old photos, memories you share together, or they might even still have stuff that you gave them as gifts. And they're nostalgic. They want to make new memories. They want to So lightning to come out under sunglasses just confirms for me the feeling I got that this person's reaching this boiling point of not being able to hold on anymore to just sitting and watching from afar. For that to confirm sunglasses, sudden change, they might be even surprised by reaching that point of just being like, I just can't sit and watch anymore. I need to reach out. They might even surprise themselves with this impulsive move. And I think it's going to surprise you, but I think as well seeing epiphany and surprise and transformation. This person not only is having an epiphany about you and just being like, I just have to do this, but you're also going to be surprised by the transformation of this person. But for photograph to confirm paradise, that's beautiful because they're looking at photos of you, they're missing you, they're nostalgic about the happiness you did bring to their life and how much you enjoyed being around one another. Playfulness is really sticking out to me. So you might have been really playful together, but you just light up this person's life. You brought them a lot of joy. And I mean, obviously, if you're in separation, there were things that were a detriment to the relationship that caused the breakdown and the breakup. But ultimately, they know that you're their happiness and they're missing you and they want to make new memories. All right, not today. Confirm not today, and then I'll get some message cards. Not today. That's too many. Not today. Mask, not showing true feelings. So you wouldn't have any idea that this is what's going on behind the scenes. You're completely oblivious to this, that they're watching, that they see you as their happiness and they're nostalgic and looking at old memories of you too. You don't know that this is going on. You don't know that they're sitting there kind of festering with all these feelings because they've not reached out. So you don't know that this is how they're feeling. Not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So I think there's a little bit of gaslighting in themselves too I think they were trying to gaslight themselves into thinking, I've just got to move on from them. This isn't going to work. But this middle row proves that they know that you bring them happiness and joy, and they looking at old photos or mementos or gifts you gave them. They know that no one's ever going to love them the way that you loved them. Okay. So before I get message cards, actually, wanting to use so many decks, I'm going to get the Journey deck because I just want to see how this person, and I just saw mirror on the bottom of that deck. So mirroring each other. So all the feelings you have and any kind of feeling that you've been having about wounding you've got and what they've got, like you're reflecting one another right now, but you just can't see it. It's like it's happening in rooms that you're not in, but it doesn't mean there isn't movement happening. So I want to see how this person on your mind views you. How do they view you? Spying straight away. So my gut was correct. They're definitely keeping an eye on you, but you don't know this. You might get gut feelings like, I wonder if they see my stuff, but you don't know. Like if they have lurkers and stuff, you don't know. So it's kind of one of those things where like you wonder if maybe they do, but you carry on because it's like you don't know what you don't know. All right, so they're spying on your social media. How do they see you? But then if they might think you spy on them, but I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that you are the one spying. Incoming communication flipped over. That's so funny. Home. That's so nice. They see you as their home. And remember when I said before, this card always reminds me of that saying too. I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. So insecurities you might have had, or just they kind of always picked up on how you didn't see yourself the way they saw you, and they might have even said things about you about how they love the way you look at them, or they love your eyes, or they wish you could see yourself through their eyes, because to them you're just this angel of light, but window to the soul, but they see you as their home. That's so nice. How do they see this person on friends? Okay, so maybe they think that you're out moving on, having fun with your friends, that you're not thinking about them at all, because this is how they see you. Distance. Okay, so that's to confirm spying. So maybe if there is actual physical distance, you live far away from one another, that's another reason why they've just been sitting in the background spying, because they don't know how to close that gap yet. I think obviously there's emotional distance too, because you're not together and you don't know how this person's feeling, and they clearly wonder if you still care. Do you even see me that way? I wonder if you still care. So there's emotional distance, but for that to confirm spying, I think there's actual physical distance. And so at the moment, if they can't move towards you physically, it's like they're just watching, because that's all they can do right now. But I think, again, they're going to reach this point where they just can't hold back anymore. Home. Oh my God, this is such a nice message. Union, to confirm home. So swans are one of those animals that mate for life. Once they've got their little swan mate, that's it. That's their person for life. You are home to them. You are everything. You're who they see their whole life with, kids, marriage, white picket fence, just all of it. They know that they can have that with you and that they can be happy. Friends. Ancient Egypt. So, okay. Because I see ancient Egypt as having many past lives with you, so they feel very connected to you, and he got activated on the bottom, but I'm a bit stumped on how that confirms friends. Although I see this as two things: your past, as in not past lives, but in this lifetime, your past, your history in this life. They view you as maybe having friends that interfered in this connection, and maybe a concern of theirs is that these friends will still be a problem in this connection, or their friends too. But they feel like you've been activated in this. So maybe from what they can see, you're fulfilling some kind of purpose, something that you really love to do, and you've really been pursuing it, and whatever they can see, they're seeing you do whatever that is, because this is how they see you. But distance is obviously a challenge here. All right, so I'll get some of these twin flame cards. I know we didn't get twin flame come out, but this feels very like divine, especially considering I didn't even feel like doing any more readings, and then I just was like, had to get that deck out. Okay, what messages do you have for this collective, please, angels, in regards to this message? So the fact that incoming communication flipped over but it didn't come out, I feel like they're still on the fence about actually following through with it right now, especially if there's distance. Number 10, I'm awakening. I know more than I'm letting on. So again, these are things that you don't know. It's hidden from you right now. And 10 is the number of completion. A cycle has completed. So a fresh cycle can begin. And this is messages about trust. So, and you got activated on the bottom. So I think they're activated too. They're awakening to the depth of this connection and what it actually means, and what you mean to them. 2, karmic ties. I'm struggling with codependency. I'm afraid to let go of old coping mechanisms. So again, with that distance, it could be these challenges that were a detriment to your connection in the past. They still have heavy concerns about whether if history is going to repeat itself. So this is just these are things maybe that they need to clear. Okay, so that one that came out just before it cut off was number 6, karmic ties. Again, I know I need to release attachments with karmic people. I'm creating a plan to leave him, her. That's making me think of that friends card. So if it's not another relationship that they want to leave because they know they want to be with you, it's karmic ties to family and friends and perhaps even work, especially if there's distance. So at the moment, their struggle is they're aware of the connection and what it means to them. They know they can see their future with you, their happiness with you, but these karmic ties are clearly something that it's like they're on the fence of like, their soul is telling them to come towards you, but 2 things they're afraid of. 1, repeating history with you, like the things that were detriments in the past to your connection. And 2, the attachments they have with karmic family and friends. All right, 10 messages of trust. Oh, telepathic messages. So they feel like they're definitely connected telepathically to you. Hearing each other's thoughts or feelings, like if they're sad and you suddenly get this wave of sadness, you're probably picking them up, but also messages through music, dreams. It can be lots of things, but number 8, so maybe the 10th of August or the 8th of October is significant. You show up in my dreams. There you go. It helps me process buried memories. So you can also heal out certain things through dreaming as well. Number 2, karmic ties. Number 2, 2. And that open to compromise on the bottom is number 2 as well, 222. So you might be seeing that a lot lately. Balance, union, harmony. When our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases the tension that is sometimes there when we talk. So maybe when this comes in, it might be lighthearted at first, which you might feel discouraged by that because you're thinking this feels like they're not addressing what happened in the past. They're not sorry. This is just so like they don't care, but they might approach you lighthearted to begin with, just to see how you are, and try to get into that conversation, those deep conversations that are needed after you've they've broken that silence. It's like needing to break the ice first by being lighthearted and then moving on to things that they really want to discuss, like their feelings and what happened in the past. And that's to confirm the karmic ties about codependency and old coping mechanisms. So they might come in lighthearted before they can talk about those things that are concerns for them. And talk about what happened in the past. So 2nd of February might be significant. Another 8, so maybe 8's significant for you, or the month of August. But mission, we incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines, and I think it's friends and family, because this karmic ties is about attachments to karmic people, and this is ancestral bloodline. So patterns and behaviors that they developed as a child into adulthood because of the examples that they were shown in their own family. Those are things that they need to clear out. So when I see ancestral bloodlines, I'm seeing these karmic ties that they're still trying to create a plan to detach from them is family. That's the karmic ties. But 6th of August, 8th of June, and then we've got 11, all about growth. That's perfect. You want growth. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. And that is exactly what I was trying to say before. They know that this connection is deep. They know that it's fated. They know that they can have their happiness with you, longevity with you, and they're having these realizations. But at the moment, they're still in that energy of watching from afar because of these karmic ties. All about growth. One more, and then I'll get messages from them and see if I have time to pull it. I'm feeling like I shouldn't do a timing card because they're very like on the fence at the moment about it, especially with it flipping over but not coming out. I just feel like maybe a timing card's not productive right now. So we'll leave that. Okay, number 7. So the 11th of July could be significant, or the 7th of November. Another mission card. I see you working to create change. And I'm proud of what you are accomplishing. I want to work on mission with you. So what did I say? That they're, whatever they can see of yours, whatever you're posting, it's like something that you love doing. You've pursued it, and they can see, from what they can see, you're doing that thing, and they're proud of you, and they love seeing you do what makes you happy. And so that's beautiful. What's this one? Patterns. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. I'm reacting from that wound. So what did I say? This is their karmic ties are definitely family. There's definitely family that they feel karmically tied to, that has affected the way that maybe their fight style, their communication issues, them feeling like, I'm hearing this, so I'm going to say it, because they feel like they're manipulated by their family, say guilt-tripped into helping out all the time, let's say. When you were upset about things or when you wanted things, they saw you as manipulative, but it wasn't that at all. And they're seeing that now, they're growing out of that now, they're realizing that it was almost like transferring wounding from how their family manipulate them. I got interrupted, so I'm going to take that as a sign to just stop with my rant. But either way, things that they learnt, things that they hold resentment for towards their family, and obligations that they might feel they're under, they took that out on you. And so that's what caused a lot of their wounding, but they recognize that now. All right. Messages from your person. Let's get into it. You were so smart. You have me figured out. Okay. What does the person on the collective's mind want to say? What's on their heart towards this collective? I'm going to put a ring on it when the time is right. What did I say? They see you as their happily ever after, kids, marriage, family, white picket fence, maybe business even. Because one of those cards was about wanting to do sharing the mission with you. So maybe a business, some kind of family business that you create. But they want this family with you. I didn't think you would walk away. So maybe in the ending of this situation, they ended it, but they thought that you would come back around, but that didn't happen. It might have even been that when they ended it, they regretted it, but then they didn't know how to tell you that. You got, yes, I was cheating. So they might have cheated emotionally or physically, but they might have also, I'm seeing that as talking badly about you behind your back to people that probably already didn't have a high opinion of you, or didn't like that you were a good influence on your person, in the way of like you were telling them they could be more, and the people that they feel karmically tied to were losing their grip on them. So you were a threat to that. So if your person said not nice things about you, it would have just been encouraged by those people. I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside. So that's just them keeping them, wearing the mask. All right, I love your swag. You are the whole package, and I tried to replace you, but it didn't work out because I'm madly in love with you and I was fighting it. I know this is divine. And what did I say? They know now that this is a deep connection, that no one can love them like you loved them. So this was beautiful.